Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BioVanguard Cell Talk presentation. For today's presentation session, Ananya is our presenter and she will be discussing on the topic prevalence, pattern, and determinants of disabilities in India, insights from NFHS5 2019 to 2021. So, before the presentation, I would like to introduce Ananya Khan. Ananya Khan is specialized in population research, focusing on aging, the socioeconomic challenges of marginalized communities, and gender dynamics. She also holds a master's in population studies from the International Institute for Population Sciences, Mumbai, and a master's in geography from Vishwabharati University, Shantiniketan. Her academic background has equipped her with expertise in demography, statistical analysis, GIS, and research methodology, making her a valuable contributor to interdisciplinary research initiatives. Ananya is also actively involved in projects addressing socioeconomic disparities and health challenges, particularly among the aging population. Now, I welcome Ananya to start with her presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'll be presenting a study titled Prevalence, Pattern and Determinants of Disabilities in India, Insights from NFHS 5. Let us begin with describing what disability is according to the World Health Organization. So, disability is an umbrella term covering impairments, activity limitations, and participation restrictions. Impairment is a problem in the body function or structure. Activity limitation is a difficulty in executing a task or action, while participation restriction is a problem experienced by an individual in involvement in life situations. Thus, disability is a complex phenomenon reflecting an interaction between features of a person's body and features of society in which he or she lives in. The statistics show that 15%, that is 1 billion people worldwide, have some form of disability. And India accounts for 26.8 million differently abled population. According to the Census 2011 and the 76th National Sample Survey estimates, the prevalence of disability in India was 2.2%, and the prevalence of disability continues to rise gradually with age and is highest among the age group 60 years and above. According to the previous studies, ischemic heart disease and stroke are the leading causes of disability adjusted life years among the age group of 50 to 75 years. Non communicable diseases like cardiovascular and musculoskeletal disorders account for 66.5% of disability adjusted life years in low and middle income countries. International Classification of Functioning Disability and Health has classified disability into the hearing into five different categories. That is hearing, visual, speech, mental, and locomotor disabilities. Where locomotor disability is the most common form of disability in India, and it is more common in Indian men than in Indian women. A person with a disability generally experiences adverse socioeconomic outcomes, poverty, physiologic stress, and inequity in access to essential resources such as education, healthcare facilities, employment, and social participation. Based on the current status of disabled people in India, there is a need to provide an overview of the disability rates in India. And NFHS 5 for the first time included five disability status to depict the burden of disability and its associated factors. Therefore, the study aimed to estimate the prevalence of disability in India, determine the associated factors, and assess the pattern and geographical distribution using the NFHS 5 data. The study is based on secondary data analysis on the NFHS 5 dataset, and a total of 28,43,917 participants of all age groups were included in the study. The independent variables for assessing the prevalence of disability were sociodemographic and health-seeking behavior characteristics. Some of the covariates are age, marital status, education, below poverty line card holder, and health-seeking behavior. And disability is the dependent variable. The statistical analysis was done using Stata 16. The SVYZ command was used to declare the data set as survey type and to estimate the population's weighted proportion. The burden of disability and its predictors were estimated using the weighted prevalence. Multivariate regression was done after checking for collinearity and among the variables using the variance inflation factor. The overall prevalence of disabilities and nationwide prevalence of locomotor, mental, and speech disabilities, which are most prevalent in India, was assessed using QGIS 3.2.1 version. It was performed to determine the regional differences in disabilities. The sample characteristics reveal that respondents' mean age was between 30 to 20 years, 50% were females, 75% were rural residents, and 49% were married. The overall prevalence of disability was 0.93%, and 5% of households have one or more people with disability across all age groups in India. The prevalence was highest in the age group of 75 years and above, and at 1.96%, and respondents and aged 75 years and above had 26 times the prevalence of disability compared with 0.14 years of age group. Disability was 58% more among males than females. The prevalence of disability was highest in the poorest wealth quintile, that is 55%. The prevalence of different disabilities across socio-demographic characteristics has been represented visually. This graph shows the prevalence pattern of different disabilities across educational statuses in India. It shows that higher educational attainment is associated with a higher prevalence of locomotor and visual disabilities, and a lower prevalence of mental and speech disabilities as well. Figure A is a donut chart showing the prevalence of different disabilities across population in India. It shows that of the total, locomotor disabilities account for 44%, followed by mental disability at 20%, and speech disability account for 13%. Figure B is a radar plot showing the prevalence pattern of different disabilities across age groups in India. It shows that the preponderance of locomotor disability is highest among the 60 to 74 years of age group. The pattern and regional disparities has been shown using maps. It shows state and union territory wise prevalence patterns of disabilities in India based on the NFHS 5 data. Map A shows overall prevalence pattern of disability in India. It indicates that it is more prevalent in Lakshadweep, followed by Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Map B shows the distribution of locomotor disability in India, where the prevalence of locomotor disability was highest in Delhi, followed by Punjab and Madhya Pradesh. Map C shows the distribution of mental disability in India. It is highest in Lakshadweep, followed by Mizoram and Goa. Map D shows the distribution of speech disability in India, which is highest in Sikkim, followed by Tripura and Jharkhand. The present study shows disparities in the prevalence of disability types by age, gender, educational status, region, wealth index, caste, and treatment facility. Findings suggest that men are more prone to have any disability as compared to women, and this disparity could be explained by males' participation in risky activities and physically demanding occupations, for example, commercial driving. Despite government initiatives, disability is higher among those with lower levels of education, which could possibly be explained by lack of inclusivity, attitude, transportation issues, and parents and caregivers' lack of understanding of the importance of obtaining education for their kids. People living in poverty may work under hazardous conditions associated with adverse health outcomes, including disability. They may also have limited access to healthcare and education, which puts them at a greater risk of developing disabilities. The findings of the study shows higher prevalence of locomotor disability. It was also discovered that most people with disabilities choose to obtain medical care from NGOs or trusts, possibly because it is less expensive than going to the private hospital. NGOs provide good care, quality of care, less waiting time, or there could be limited government facilities nearby and less provision of ancillary services like assistive device. The prevalence of disability varies according to region. Topographically, the southern part was found to be potential domain for the disability in the study. The analysis reveals that most people with disabilities have health insurance. The Indian government has made provisions for health insurance schemes for people with disabilities. Two are the Nirmaya Health Insurance Scheme, which is discontinued, and the other is Swavlamban Health Insurance Scheme. Other initiatives that work for the betterment of people with disabilities include the Deen Dayal Disabled Rehabilitation Center scheme, Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, assisted assistance to disabled persons for purchase or fitting of aids or appliances, and the unique disability ID project. According to the authors, according to the authors, the major strength of this study is that to the best of their knowledge, it is the first study to estimate the prevalence and determinants of disability across households in India. Because study is based on nationally representative data from a household survey, it ensures generalizability regarding the prevalence of various disabilities. One of the other strengths is the cross-sectional nature of the study that allows it to consider the self-reported incidents as described by the respondents. One of the limitations of the study is that it can be challenging to assess whether a person has an impairment, since it's sometimes in the latent phase, which makes it difficult to diagnose, and hence which it could be vulnerable to bias. This study has a few more limitations. The certificate of the disabled respondents has not been checked, and more than one disability is not given separately in the data set. Furthermore, the study have not considered non-communicable disease as data were unavailable. The study concludes that the overall prevalence of disability in India is 0.93%. 5% of households have one or more people with disability. Locomotor disability is the most common type of disability in India. And the study suggests that more intervention strategies should be planned, considering factors like education, health promotion, and caste, so that the services provided by the government can be available and accessible to everyone in need. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya, for the presentation. And audience, now the panel is open for queries. If you have any questions, you can type in the chat box. So there were no questions. So thank you, Ananya, once again, thank you. And I thank everyone for attending the session.